Vladimir Putin's remaining troops are being forced to wade through piles of fallen comrades as Russia faces its deadliest day of fighting on Thursday. Moscow lost over 2,000 soldiers in the past 24 hours, according to Ukraine's defiant military, but Putin's men are still storming through the country at an alarming rate. Russia's staggering death toll marks the Russian tyrant's most damaging period of his over 1,000-day conflict so far. The previous highest day was when 1,950 of his troops died on November 12th, with the General Staff of the Armed Forces stating that Thursday saw over 2,030 deaths. It proves that Putin's meat grinder approach is still miserably failing, with over 738,000 Russian soldiers now dying under his orders. But despite the harrowing figures continuing to soar, Russia has found success on the battlefield. Damaging projections say Russia has managed to gain just under 100 square miles in the past month. They're capturing territory the size of 2 football pitches every minute, according to the US-based Institute for the Study of War. Russian forces have focused their blitzed attacks around certain areas in northeastern Kharkiv and in southern Donbass. UK Defence Secretary John Healey has warned the 600-mile front line is now at the most unstable it's ever been since February 2022. The concerning statistics are nothing new to Ukraine's military, who were left scrambling during the initial invasion in February. Russia's latest advance is still nowhere near its peak of 490 square miles a day, or 125 football pitches a minute, which came in the first few weeks of the war. Ukraine is also taking hope from their own set of figures, which say they have blasted thousands of Russian war weapons over the past few years. Almost 20,000 drones, 10,000 tanks, and hundreds of warships, planes and helicopters have all been eliminated from the dictator's arsenal, according to their armed forces. Despite Vlad's downfall appearing to be drawing closer several times since the conflict started, he's continuously found more brainwashed troops and created terrifying new weapons to use on his enemy. Putin called on his pals over in North Korea for extra support to fight back after a surge in Ukraine earlier this year. Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un handed over almost 10,000 troops which Russia trained up before deploying them out on the front lines in Kursk. The Kremlin has also been hard at work creating a new chilling hypersonic missile which Putin has already unleashed on Ukraine. The feared Oreshnik has been described as far superior to any other weapon in Russia's arsenal. Putin has even claimed it can turn almost anything it hits into dust. The despot threatened to attack the West with the weapon, if necessary. The Kremlin is also said to have ordered the deadly 16,000 mph Satan II to be battle-ready, sparking fears of a major escalation in the war. In recent days, Vlad's forces have continued to gain ground inside Ukraine with several deadly strikes. On Thursday, they were placed under red alert, with civilians taking cover in bomb shelters and over 1 million people being plunged into darkness. Russia mounted a second massive attack on the country's energy infrastructure overnight, with cruise missiles and kamikaze drones. They now claim to have grabbed even more eastern territory in recent weeks, leaving Moscow in a very strong position. It comes as fears are beginning to mount over a potential nuclear escalation of war. Putin has been accused of playing nuclear blackmail with his new hypersonic missile, but all his threats are still just a bluff, according to ex-Prime Minister Mikhail Kazynov. He says that the tyrant is bluffing as he seeks to draw concessions from the West. The use of nuclear weapons would also be condemned by Vlad's own allies like China. He's already warned.
той стороны горела, вниз. Она и внизу горит вся, глянь.
Ты сам молчишь.
Второй раз атлас пароля. 2 резервуара горят, а то нахуй 4, хуй поймешь.